Hello. Right, we're going to do part 5. Let's go straight into it. I can't remember what we're doing. Oh, Freya, that's right. Cool, so we did Ruin Sentinels and Lost Sinner. Now we're going to do Freya. So first of all, we've got a couple of souls to pop. You can do Lost Sinner now if you want. Yeah, because we put the others before. Okay, let's do Lost Sinner now. We've got a couple of big lifts coming up, so if you can delay doing things like popping while you're standing still when you could be doing other things, I would probably advise doing that. So, we're going to go, we've already got 40 strength, so we could do with a couple more endurance. I think we want to get our agility up to 100, which means adaptability 24, and then we'll put the rest into vigour, which should give us 26. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. Okay, we will probably need to stock up on magic resin again soon. So, Brightstone Cove, second bonfire. So, we'll drop off our armour. Let's, we run forward, jump down here. We've got the cat ring on so we don't take any damage. Hack through. Oh, roll through the door, not into the door. We don't need to torch on the right, so we can ignore that. Now we want to try and get this gecko if we can. I'd advise walking out, facing, locking on, and then striking. You need to lock on as late as possible to avoid locking on to the big spider digger right in front of you. Oh, I bet you I didn't put the alluring skulls on my bar. This is going to be fun. Right, so we need to get alluring skulls here. Alright, we've got 3. So we want to do this. This guy's... Oh, thank God he's ignoring us. Another alluring skull. Drop him. And up we go. Cool. So we're gonna do Freya without the summon. So the summon can help you kind of distract a lot. I tend to go all the way over to the left. You drop off onto the first bit, drop off onto the second bit, drop off onto the third, then drop down here, and then run through here. I've seen a lot of other speedruns have different ways to do it, but none of them seem that much faster. So we're going to start by killing the 2 guys in front. Oh, brilliant. And then we've got 1 spider to the right. Now, I personally tend to try to take out all the spiders first, because I hate them. It's not so much the damage, it's the stagger. So we'll pop that off as well. Cool, so what we really want is lasers. So we'll talk about Freya's attacks in a second. I just want to get these spiders down. Cool. Laser? No. Okay, so laser is the best because you've got loads of time to run to the other side. That shoots us pretty good as well. Right, so we're going to dual wield now we've killed all the other spiders. And then that's a laser. Ah, nice. Right. So basically, we want to try and kite our attacks, get to the other side, and then hit her. So when she opens her jaws like that, you know she's going to charge forward. When she does this, we can't really get close to it, so we just have to chill out for a bit. Now after she does those 2 spike attacks, we can run in and get a quick hit. What we really want to do is not do our running attack. Hopefully once she's done with this, we'll be able to get in and do 1 out. Cool. Right, that was pretty smooth. So we want to run forward, pick up the soul, and then we bone out. Cool. Okay, so next we're going to go on to Shrine of Winter. We might as well go back and level first. It's only 70,000 souls, and to be honest, the stats we've got now we can easily complete the rest of the game with, so we don't particularly need to level anymore, I don't think.
You are blessed with a myriad of...
But we will, because we're doing safety strats, and it doesn't take too long. So, I reckon pointing to Vigor sounds like a really good idea, doesn't it? Do that. Then I believe we've got 1 or possibly 2 Estus shards. No, we don't. We're picking 1 up in a second. Then we rest. Cool, and we should be good to go. If I hadn't accidentally double circled, we'll be on our way. So next, Shrine of Winter. So now we've got the 4 old souls, we are going to run to Shrine of Winter. This way. We don't need any of the items around here. These guys you just run straight past and they'll stop to swing, which is brilliant. They will follow you though, so we've got a Flexile Sentry down here and there's 1 guy on the path, but we should be able to get past the Flexile, get this guy to swing, and we roll, and then we're good. They will follow you up, so don't dawdle. Now we can jump off here and not take any damage. You want to try and get your endurance to run out just here, so you can stop and pick that up while your endurance recharges. So, we could have got our mace up to +6 by buying a shard from Cloanne, because I think we've got 2 in our inventory, and we've done Iron King so we can buy more. But I think it's just a waste of time. We don't really need that extra plus. So here we take the gecko, running double hand attack, and up here. Right, now this is the bit I don't like. So we have to try and kill these dudes. There is a nice technique to do the guy on the right first, which works really well, but I'm not particularly great at it. So we want to shield up from here because they'll shoot you from really far away. Zigzag a little bit. Then we're going to take the guy on the left first. And then we want to try and draw this guy past. Cool. That should be it. Now we can watch our souls to make sure we don't get any. Yep, and that means that the souls have been used to activate the door. So we now know that that's going to be good. And we can see both of them have gone blue. So I personally just tend to run down here. A lot of speedrunners hang around outside the doors, but it just seems like asking for trouble. Just wait for a bit and then you can start to run back. So this may not be the way to get through the door exactly as you're able to squeeze through it. I think that's not too bad. It's probably only wasted about 3 seconds. So these guys you can just roll past, in theory. The door, you want to roll through, roll to the right, and roll down, and then roll off. We activate this door, check behind, see if we're getting followed, then we try and activate the next door. Come out. Brilliant. Cool, so activate the bonfire. Then we want a power stance, and we need to kill the 2 guys right next to the door. So cool, so there's a Soul of a Hero, Old Radiant Life Gem Monster Charm. We can get there. You can skip that if you want. But I like Old Radiant Life Gems, even though I never really use them enough. think that's an Elizabeth mushroom in there, which we don't need. Run straight up here. So now we try to roll through the poison room. There are guys that just do this so well. I just seem to get hit in the head. That's twinkling on the floor there, but we don't need that. You can roll out the door relatively safely. So here, we want to run past these guys, get this guy to attack, and then we just dodge behind him. If we're lucky, we can do it without hitting 0 endurance. Now, this next guy, his positioning can be a bit difficult. So sometimes he's in the way like that, sometimes he's not. I've tried to run around him to the right before and completely fallen off. So, let's pop a life gem. We're going to do Dragon Riders. We want to run forward. We want to get the... Basically, the way we're going to do it is we want to get the guy upper to drop down. He is going to drop down if we're underneath and he can't shoot us. So we need to get this guy to attack, and then we need to get this guy to drop down for us. Okay, so a bit clumsy on our part. Let's try this. Okay, so the next thing we're going to try and do is see if we can drag him over towards the door so we can get away quicker. And if we roll behind him, we should hopefully only get one swing as opposed to the 3 that we were getting before. Armor on. So we tag this bonfire, but we don't need to sit. Next we need to get up here and activate the switch so that the lift comes down. To activate the switch we have to kill someone near the switch. You want to run forward through the middle of the room, get to the switch, and then go either left or right to kill one of the guys on the end. I tend to go right. I think it just makes more sense because your exit door's on that side. Hopefully we can drop the first guy really quickly with an L2. Cool. Right, that was pretty good. So, this door opens inward so you can't run through it. Now, we don't need anything in here. The thing we're going to do in the next section is we need to try to get down here unseen, and then we want to run straight behind the mastodons so that they block the cyans from getting through the door, like so. Now, you would normally run up and over. This is one of the easiest Estus flasks to get, and it doesn't really cost you a huge amount of time. If you're trying to save every second, you wouldn't want to do this. But you have to wait for the lift anyway. So, I know it would definitely save you time if you didn't get this. The Estus flask shoves in here. We can activate the switch first so that we save time, because otherwise we've got to wait for the gate to drop down. Through the door. So shutting that door prevents them coming in after you. We roll through here. Just keep on running and you won't get hit by the archers on top of the building while they go. Cool. So we'll rest here to get our Estus back. Next we need to go up the ladder. Oh no, I apologise. We take the lift up. This is the first of our 2 soul popping bridges. Or should I say lifts? So, this takes us up to get the key to the King's Passage. Once we've got the key to the King's Passage, we will do Looking Glass Night, and then we'll be at Shrine of Armana. We want to get our homeward bone ready so we can bone straight back out because it's slightly faster than the lift. Past the gimp, open the chest on the left, get the key, and bone back. Right, so if you weren't confident with Looking Glass Knight and you wanted to protect those 86,000, now would be your time to go back and level up. I'd probably put points of Vitality. I think Vitality is really worthwhile all the way up to about 40 or 50. So if you're floating levels, it's a good thing to put points into. I wouldn't particularly personally go above 40 for Strength. I don't think it's necessarily worth it. Okay, so next thing, we're going to put this on our bar. We want to power stance our maces. My preference is the Looking Glass Knight will always do a jumping attack for his first attack. So we want to roll under that and then apply the resin, because if we turn around to hit him immediately, then he just does this ridiculous strike to fuck us up. Right, now we want to try an L2. That will probably be a second. Cool, and then we can get an L2 off. Now what we really want to try and do is get his lightning attacks out. And then, cool. Right, so then we strike once for lightning, dodge, and then strike again. Right. So hopefully we'll get a lightning attack, then we can strike. Strike again. Cool. Shouldn't have the L2, but we got away with it. Cool. Right, from this point on, you don't need to worry too much about putting your armour on, because you're not really going to be levelling up that much anymore. So if you forget it, don't worry too much about it. Right, so now we've done that, what we're going to do is go activate Shrine of Armana bonfire, then we'll teleport back to Medulla, we'll finish up our levelling, and we can level again at Dragonary, but if you're feeling confident with the end game, this would be the last time you would level. And then we want to make sure we pick up enough resins as well. So look around and try and find the exit. Cool, and then you can pick that early. I should just learn which way it is. We don't need the green blossom, so we can run past it. Dreaded Shrine of Armana, and then we teleport back. So we got one Estus shard that we can use as well if we want to, and I think that will be the last Estus shard we get. So I think that gives us 5 Estus flasks, which is more than enough. Cool. Okay, so I think that's it. So next part we'll pick up in Shrine of Armana. We'll do that, get through to Undead Crypt, and do Velstead, I think. Cool. Thanks very much, guys.